On the news, police arrest proprietor of Sani Uthman Islamia School in Abuja as explosion kills 2 persons, injures several others. Senate committee meets, sets January 31 deadline for passage of 2025 budget. And Ghana's John Mahama sworn in after presidential comeback. Hello and welcome to News Now on TV360 Nigeria. I'm Simisola Atiku. The Federal Capital Territory FCT Police Command has confirmed the death of 2 persons in a bomb explosion on Monday at the Sangagia Sani Uthman Islamia School located in Kuchi Buya village. Operatives of the FCT bomb squad confirmed that the explosion was caused by an improvised explosive device, adding that remnants of the device have been recovered. In a statement issued on Tuesday, the Police Public Relations Officer, FCT Command Josephine Ade, disclosed that upon receiving a distress call from the Sarki of Kuchi Buyi village, a team of police operatives, including the command's explosive ordnance disposal team and the area commander of Kubwa, swiftly mobilized to the scene. According to the statement, preliminary investigations revealed that 3 men from Katsina had visited the owner of the Islamic school, Adamu Ashimu, and are suspected of having brought the explosive device with them. 2 of the men died in the explosion while tampering with the improvised explosive device on the school veranda, while the 3rd man and a female trader who sustained severe injuries are currently receiving treatment under police guard. The statement further revealed that the owner of the school has been taken into custody for questioning, and further findings will be communicated in due course. In other stories, President Bola Tinubu has pledged Nigeria's unwavering support to Ghana's newly inaugurated President John Mahama during his swearing-in ceremony held in Accra on Tuesday. Speaking to a gathering of dignitaries, diplomats and citizens, Tinubu lauded Mahama as a leader of vision and integrity whose tenure would herald a new era for prosperity for Ghana and strengthen its collaboration with Nigeria.
He believes that your nation has a mission and intent for you all to feel fulfilling. No one can ask more of a leader than that. President John Mahama and I share a deep friendship, my dear brother. I'm here to walk with you. You know you can count on Nigeria's support at any given time. You call on me. We are your brothers and sisters. We shall always be there for you. May your administration be a profound success and progress for you, Ghanaian, and entire region. I am confident that new government under the leadership of President John Mahama will work with Nigeria to strengthen this powerful bond, leading to greater shared progress, prosperity for the people of our 2 nations. I have no doubt that your administration will bring about positive change and progress.
Meanwhile, the Nigerian Senate Committee on Appropriations has proposed January 31, 2025 as the target date for the National Assembly to submit and potentially pass the 49.7 trillion naira 2025 budget. The committee declared that it would suspend the plenary for 2 weeks upon resumption on January 14, 2025 to allow all agencies of government to defend their estimate before the National Assembly. It has also fixed Thursday to hold open day on the budget consideration, which will garner inputs from various stakeholders and civil society organizations. Chairman of the Senate Committee on Appropriations, Senator Adeola Olamilekon, disclosed this during a meeting with other chairmen of all standing committees in the Senate to discuss the procedures for budget consideration. He added that January 31 is fixed as the tentative date for laying reports on the 2025 appropriation bill before the Senate and the House of Representatives. Acknowledging the short time frame, Olamilekon assured that the Senate will work diligently to meet the January 31 deadline, striving to ensure the budget meets the aspirations of Nigerians.
As you're all aware, the President laid the budget before the Nationals on the 18th of December. And on the 19th, the budget was debated for second reading and transmitted to the Committee on Appropriation. And from there, we went on our recess. On January 6th, work has begun in earnest, and we have started. And my colleagues and I, we have agreed on the modus operandi and the workability for us to achieve the set target and goals as far as passing the budget into law by the end of January, how practicable and how workable it can be. As proposed in the timetable, we recommended that there should be a joint sitting as to assist us so that we can we can get the job done in a record time. So we are recommending a joint sitting of both Senate committee and the House as far as attending to the various ministries and departments of agencies of government are concerned.
Amid global concern over the outbreak of the human metapneumovirus in China and other countries, Nigeria Center for Disease Control (NCDC) has confirmed the nation is at moderate risk following a dynamic assessment in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Health and partners such as the World Health Organization, the U.S. Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and the UK Health Security Agency. In a public health advisory, the agency said the federal government is closely monitoring the outbreak of the virus and is taking safety measures to strengthen the country's preparedness and response capacity. The NCDC also assured it is also collaborating with port health authorities to ensure robust preparedness at all international points of entry. The center says that while quarantine facilities are being identified and prepared to manage any suspected or confirmed cases if required, infection prevention and control materials are being deployed to points of entries to ensure adherence to hygiene and safety protocols. Dr. Philip Njemaze, chairman of Chidikon Medical Center, Imo State, joins me from the capital, Owerri, to further discuss this human metapneumovirus outbreak. Thank you, sir, for your time. How much threat is this virus to Nigeria, considering that the global concern?
Yes, the human metapneumovirus is one of those viruses that we have known for several years. It's not a new virus, and your viewers must understand. We have known this virus since 2001, and there were earlier publications since 1958. So this is not a new virus that is going to come up with things we are not aware. The common presentations of this is just cough, fever, nasal congestion, shortness of breath, and sore throat. These are the usual common cold symptoms. So we are aware of this virus. It's a seasonal virus, so it comes during the cold months of the year. And then you can't even clinically distinguish from a common cold presentation. So what we should know is that, yes, there is another possibility of a virus of this kind, but there is no exceptional threat this poses to the health of the people of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And there should not be so much hype or panic about it. But very simple precautions, which we are used to doing, should be kept. I mean, hand washing for at least 20 seconds with soap and water is very advisable. This will go a long way to keep personal hygiene. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. so you can prevent contracting the disease. Close your mouth when you cough or sneeze. Avoid touching your nose, your eyes with unwashed hands, and avoid using utensils, cups, and plates of other people who you do not know, who are not. You just make sure you use your personal thing. These precautions, they are very basic, but they will go a long way to keep you safe in this condition. But this is not an extraordinary new virus that we have to panic about, because that really wouldn't help anything, and it will not keep us safe in any way. So I think the usual precautions should be taken.
And now the NCDC says the country is at moderate risk. And the categories of people said to be prone to this virus are infants, the elderly, and those with weakened immune systems, just as it was during the COVID-19 outbreak back in 2020. Now, is it likely that the persons who received the vaccine at that time are immune to this human metapneumovirus?
This is no way clear, because these are not related viruses. They all cause some common symptoms. So there is no way those who receive vaccination will be immune to this virus. So these are not totally unrelated virus to COVID. The similarities are just the fact that they can cause upper respiratory or lower respiratory tract infection, but there is no similarity in there are different families of and genera of viruses. So we shouldn't expect any cross reactivity or any relationship with the immune system. Yes, that as with common cold, the elderly, the weak, those who have very weak immune system, by other conditions, those who have morbid conditions, we call COPD. So things like that will put some people at greater risk. But otherwise, it's something that will be in the neighborhood of the common cold we already.
Jamaze, Chairman, Chidikon Medical Center. It's always good to have you on with us. Thank you for speaking to us, sir. Moving on, a legal battle is brewing between the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, and its former employees who were dismissed in a series of mass termination of appointment earlier in 2024. In a class action suit, the retrenched staff argue that the termination process carried out through letters titled Reorganizational and Human Capital Restructuring dated April 5, 2024 violated both the CBN Human Resource Policies and Procedures Manual and Section 36 of the Nigerian Constitution. The former CBN staff members among others, are asking the court to determine whether they were denied their constitutional right to a fair hearing before and after their appointments were terminated, while they claimed that the CBN violated internal policies, the Nigerian labor laws, and their contractual rights, seeking a restraining order to prevent the CBN from laying them off without following the proper procedures. They also prayed to the court for a declaration ordering their immediate reinstatement and payment of salaries and benefits from the date of termination. With the Christmas and New Year public holidays over, civil servants in the nation's capital, Abuja, have resumed work in earnest with lofty expectations for year 2025. Amid several challenges, including insecurity and the food crisis, which Nigerians are grappling with, citizens say they remain undeterred and are expecting a thriving year. Our correspondent, Emeka Amako, who spoke to residents in Abuja, files in the report.
Nigeria continues to face many social and economic challenges, including all of which made 2024 a trying year for citizens, as they consider it one of the toughest. Despite the challenges, Nigerians across the 36 states of the Federation are optimistic that 2025 will bring about a long-awaited economic boom, with increased job opportunities, improved infrastructure, and a higher standard of living, given the government's efforts to diversify the economy and attract foreign investment.
We have scarcity of food. People are dying. You can see what happened on December 24th and 25th. Many died because of food scarcity. Where they are sharing rice, many fell and died there. Please, our president, our beloved president, I know you can do something. I know you are a great man in society. I know you are a champion. Please, if possible, look into agriculture. Bring food for Nigerian people, please.
Things have not changed anyway. It is we who have changed. These problems of human had been there. People today who have now grown to maturity to face maturity problem will tell you, the government of the day, this and that, is doing this and that. The person forgot that even when cement was 500 naira a bag, people were not building houses as they were building today.
To ameliorate the transportation problems in the country, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited announced its partnership with other firms to sell petrol from its retail outlets nationwide at 935 naira per litre to the delight of the citizens. While lauding the government for this move, citizens say more can be done.
We are appealing to our leaders that the things are too expensive in the market, the foodstuff and all that. And this proposed that the fuel price is going to crash to probably 500 naira. So we want to appeal to our leader to make it a reality, so that if the fuel price can be 500 naira and the foodstuff can come down, life will be comfortable for the citizens.
There is a filling station very close to where I live. Sometimes they don't even have customers. Some people can afford to feed their tank. Very few. Even have tank, how many people? Yeah, I think they should do better. And I'm expecting that the fuel price should go down a bit.
Federal government shouldn't just keep quiet, because the only people that are working towards the betterment of our country are mostly the non-governmental organizations that are getting, skilling up the country. Like Ladi Memorial Foundation is one of the organizations that is actually working towards making this country a better one.
After years of navigating economic uncertainty, security challenges, social upheaval, citizen economic outlook is positive, and they are hoping that 2025 will bring about significant improvement in critical sectors.
We'll go on a short break. Still to come on News Now. Senegal and Chad accuse French President Macron of contempt over remarks on African alleged ingratitude. Stay with us for details. Welcome back. Here's a recap of our top stories. The Federal Capital Territory FCT Police Command has confirmed the death of 2 persons in a bomb explosion on Monday at the Sangagia Sani Uthman Islamia School located in Kuchibuyi village. Operatives of the FCT bomb squad confirmed that the explosion was caused by an improvised explosive device, adding that remnants of the device have been recovered. The statement further revealed that the owner of the school, Adamu Ashimo, has been taken into custody for questioning, and further findings will be communicated in due course. We also informed you that the Nigerian Senate Committee on Appropriations has proposed January 31 as the target date for the National Assembly to submit and potentially pass the 49.7 trillion naira 2025 budget. The committee declared that it would suspend plenary for 2 weeks upon resumption on January 14, 2025 to allow all agencies of government to defend their estimate before the National Assembly. It has also fixed Thursday to hold open day on the budget consideration, which will garner inputs from various stakeholders and civil society organizations. In case you missed any of our news bulletins, so for more updates, you can catch us on Limex World TV and AVO TV, or log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube at TV360 Nigeria, or download our mobile app on Google Play Store, Huawei App Gallery, and Apple Store. On Facebook, we're at TV360 Online.
Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal.
How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
When you go into public office, you must be ready to answer to the people.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places. The Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On Digi360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts, and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians say in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, and use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
Digi360, dissecting the issues.
It's time for business news. Tamilore Akinkolia is on standby with the latest. Over to you, Tamilore.
Thank you, Simi. Well, in the world of business, the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC, has sealed a Chinese supermarket in Abuja for allegedly selling goods labeled exclusively in Chinese, violating Nigerian regulations. NAFDAC Director of Investigation and Enforcement, Shaba Mohammed, said the supermarket located at Asba Mall Wuse 2 was shut down on Monday based on credible information. The director mentioned that some of the affected goods were expired but were still on the supermarket shelves. He added that NAFDAC will further investigate why over 90% of the goods in the supermarket were labeled in a foreign language and how they were imported into the country. We'll go on a short break here and be back with stock market reports. The Nigerian exchange veered away from its bullish performance on Monday, declining by 0.24% at the close of Tuesday trading section. The market capitalization settled at 63 trillion naira. Now, Reed Briscoe led the losers chart with a significant price drop of 10%, closing at 2 naira 70 kobo per share, followed closely by FTN Cocoa Processor, which was also the second biggest laggard of the day. A total of 127 equities participated in Tuesday's trading, ending with 19 gainers against 51 losers. The market recorded an impressive volume of 1 billion naira shares traded across 16,617 deals, amounting to a total market value of 14 billion naira. Now, this represents a 30% increase in trading volume and a 10% rise in turnover when compared to Monday's session. Now, a global market trend showed a bearish performance overall. The UK FTSE and US Dow just closed in the red, mirroring the downward trajectory of the NGX. Meanwhile, Japan's Nikkei stood out as the only index to close in positive territory, recovering from the losses it recorded in the previous section. And in contrast, the UK FTSE and US Dow just reversed their earlier gains and slipped into negative zones. Now, in the forex market, the Naira continued its tug-of-war against major currencies. On the black market, the Naira traded at 1,665 Naira to a dollar, 2,150 to a pound, and 107.50 Naira to an euro. And that's it on both business and stock market. Over to you, Simi, for the rest of the news.
Thank you very much, Amilore. Ghana's newly sworn-in President John Dramani Mahama has outlined an inspiring roadmap focused on the nation's future, emphasizing innovation and resilience. Mahama highlighted these as he delivered his inaugural speech on Tuesday, January 7, 2025, after winning the December 7 presidential election by a wide margin to stage a political comeback in the West African nation. Mahama emphasized on accountability, innovation, and unity, calling on Ghanaians to join him in a national reset to build a more prosperous and resilient country.
My brothers and sisters, actions have always spoken louder than words. With that in mind, I have entered into a covenant with you, the good people of Ghana, in which I have enumerated 26 actions that I'll take within my first 120 days. There is reason for hope, and there is every reason for hope. But we must also have faith, because faith empowers us to trust the things that will happen. With faith, you believe what you know, and that is why we need faith to be able to achieve our reset. We need a reset with the faith we have in our country and our leadership. We need a reset with the faith we have in our institutions. We need a reset with our faith in our dear nation, Ghana. And by that, I mean in all of us, because all of us are Ghana. You are Ghana, and I am Ghana. All of you seated here today, Ghanaian citizens, you are Ghana. The people who you are with or near you as you watch this on television, in your homes, or listen on radio, or follow on social media, are what we call Ghana. I ask that we enter into the covenant with the Ghana we all love and the good people of Ghana, our country, who make up this dear nation. And I ask that you envision a Ghana that you want to live in, a Ghana that you want to leave behind to your children and your grandchildren.
Meanwhile, Senegal and Chad have reacted strongly to remarks by French President Emmanuel Macron about African countries being ungrateful over France's role in helping fight militant jihadist insurgencies. On Monday, Macron said that Sahel states, in quote, forgot to appreciate France for its role amid the continuing withdrawal of French troops from West African nations. He said no Sahelian nation would be a sovereign nation without France's intervention that prevented them from falling under the control of militants. In response, leaders in both nations said Macron's comment had revealed his contempt for Africa, urging that French leaders must learn to respect the African people and recognize the value of their sacrifices. And on sports, Super Falcons goalkeeper Yewande Balogun has officially announced her retirement from football following her appearance for French D1 Arkema outfit Saint Etienne. The 35-year-old last played was part of the Super Falcons squad at the 2023 FIFA Women's World Cup in Australia and New Zealand. Balogun also made one appearance for the 9-time African champions. And China's most successful side, Guangzhou FC, have been thrown out of the country's professional leagues because of their failure to pay off enough of their substantial debt. The effective demise of the 8-time Chinese Super League winners, once managed by Marcelo Lippi and also Fabio Cannavaro, signals the end of an era in the domestic game in China. Guangzhou finished third in second-tier China League 1 in the 2024 season, missing out on promotion. Dozens of Chinese clubs, including fellow former CSL champion Jiangsu Suning, have folded in recent years in debt. Well, that's it on News Now. Well, thank you for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.